Alright guys, welcome back after that short break. Let us quickly wrap up what we have learned today. So remember, we said in today's lesson we looked at tariff structures, we looked at communication tariffs, that's your landline and cell phones. Thereafter we've looked at parking tariffs, and lastly we looked at transport tariffs. What is important, words that you should remember and take with you. Remember, we said the tariff is the charge in rand or cents per measuring unit for a specific service, right? Such as electricity, water, or telephone calls. We also indicated that in order for us to calculate the cost per unit, the tariff, right? We take the total cost and we divide that by the number of units that we have used. All right, so I'm going to repeat. In order to calculate the cost per unit, the tariff, we take the total cost and we divide that by the number of units used, right? Then also, I've indicated to you that a tariff or tariffs are not always constant. What do I mean by that? The price per unit gets more expensive the more electricity, for example, that we use. So the more we use, the more we end up paying. And we are saying that the tariff, the price, it increases. Okay. Guys, then just a few common errands, or actually stuff that I want you, or important information I want you to remember. Okay. So first of all, I said here, remember to convert hours to minutes, as the rate is a per minute rate. Now, you will be guided by the question itself. Very important to note here is underline your important words, highlight it so that you don't miss this part. Okay, so I'm going to repeat, convert hours to minutes, right? And how do we do that? We take whatever, say for example, it's 5 hours, you take that 5 and you multiply that by the conversion factor of 60. So 5 times 60, you get your amount of minutes. Also important here, 3 minutes must be subtracted, right? As we've seen in the sums that we did, remember to subtract the 3 minutes. Otherwise, you'll pay for something that is given to you in any case. Then, use the time button on your calculator correctly. All right. Now, depending on the calculator that you use, make sure that you know how to use that time button. Then, what else did I explain to you? I said a return trip, that implies coming and going. Very important to note that we have to multiply by 2. Now, that indicates it's a return trip. And then I also spoke about substituting into a formula, right? So remember, step number 1, get your correct formula. Step number 2, you substitute correctly into that formula. Then you step number 3, you simplify. How do I simplify? I simply type in what I have written on my paper. And then, of course, the final step will be you write your final answer in simplest form with the correct unit, with the correct rounding, depending on what the instruction indicated. Right, guys, before I end off this lesson, I want to leave you with some challenge for the week. I hope you are excited and I hope you are ready. I'm saying here, Ulwazi would like to visit his family and friends in Paarl, Western Cape. Paarl is a small, beautiful town that is situated 60 kilometers from the Cape Town International Airport. Ulwazi is planning on hiring a car when he is going to visit his family and friends. He is planning on traveling a total distance of 633 kilometers. He collected the following information from the advertisements of 2 car hiring companies. So if I look at this, Best Car Rentals, we have Seasways Rentals on the other side. Booking deposit, 3,000 for the one, none for the other one. Right, 3 kilometers with Best Car. The first 150 kilometers is free. With Seasway Car Rental, you don't get any free kilometers. Then the tariff per kilometer with Best Car is 2 Rand per kilometer, and with Seasway is 4 Rand 25 cents per kilometer. What is your challenge for this week? Show by calculation which option would be the best rental for Ulwazi to travel with, keeping in mind all the information that was given to you. Guys, thank you for joining me today. Looking forward to next time. Remember, stay safe, and remember also to work hard every day. See you soon.